Good afternoon, everyone. So today we are going to start our class. So in the last class we had discussed about the Anjana Vidhi, Ashtotana Vidhi Adhyaya, wherein the disease related to the eyes, the treatment disease related to the eyes will be the Ashtotana and Anjana procedure. According to our Vagbhatacharya, the first line of treatment for the Akshigata Rogas are the Ashtotana and Anjana Vidhi. So here we are studying about the Shalakya Chikitsa Vidhi Adhyaya. So in the next chapter he has given some of the chikitsa related to the Akshirogas, which are related to some of the chronic conditions of the eye disorders. So the concept of the treatment which is related to the Akshirogas, that is Tarpana and Putapaka Vidhi Adhyaya. So Tarpana and Putapaka Vidhi Adhyaya. So Tarpana here means Santarpanaha, Sarpanaha. Here Tarpana means here, whenever you are pouring the drop wise, it is called as Ashtotana, medicated oil. When you are pouring in the eyes for drop wise, it is called Ashtotana. And whenever you are pouring the oil or medicated oil like a dharakara, that is like a in a stream, if you are pouring the medicated oil to the eyes, it's called as Tarpana. So Tarpana and Putapaka Vidhi, so they have been explained. These two are the therapies to be followed in the Akshiroga Chikitsaha. Then we are for Akshi Tarpanaha, Tarpana for Akshi. So here what should be, how it should be carried out. So Nayane Tapyate Stabde Shushke Rukshe Abhighatake Vati Pitotare Jehe Shiranaha Pakshma Vilekshane Kruchon Militaha Shira Harshaha Shirotpata Tamo Arjunehi Syant Mantanaha Anyato Vataha Vata Paryayaha Shukrakaihi Ature Shantaraha Ragashu Sagashu Salambanaha Doshikehi Nivate Tarpana Yojet Shuddam Yo Murdha Kayoho. Here our Acharya is explaining that the whom should be done Akshitarpanaha here. The person who are suffering from the whenever the eyes Akshi have got tired because of the disease, and the Ashtotana and Anjana, and who are not having the not having the capacity to visualize the objects properly, that is from far distance, from the nearest distance, both, if we are concerned. It is hypermetropia and hypermetropia and the myopias conditions. In that conditions, and if the person who is eyeball is not moving, and whose eyes have become very rukshata is there, and who are suffering from the vata and pittaja Akshirogas, and they have been mentioned some of the disease of the eyes. It is Krushon Milaha, Siraharsha, Shirotpata, Timiraha, Arjuna, Abhishanda, Adimanta, Anyatovata. So these are all the conditions wherein the disease of the it is related to the disease of the eyes here. They are if the correlation conjunctivitis, glaucoma, and the scleral disease, all these are included under the Akshiroga. So in these conditions, this Akshatarpana should be done here, and Akshatarpana should be done if the after that the subsiding of the redness will be there. The first, if there is any pus formation, then it will be subside and pain will be subsiding. Tarpana and Putakapa should be conducted only after the Vamana and Virechana, and so here Shiro Virechana after the Vamana and Virechana and Shiro Virechana only it should be conducted here, and it can be conducted in normal the Kala, and it should be the conducted early in the morning or in the evening also, when the temperature of atmosphere is very cool and not so heat also. What is the vidhi of Tarpana vidhi here? So Vyayama Yavamashasi Palihi Netra Koshadvayasmam Dvayangulonscha Dudam Kurtvaha Yataswam Siddhamavavet Sarpi Nimittam Netraha Taptambu Pravilayanaha. Here the Acharya tells that Tarpana vidhi is one of the procedure which is to be followed by an individual. If a person is following his procedure properly, then definitely we can cure the many incurable diseases related to the Akshibhaga. For example, whenever a person who is suffering from the Duradrushti, this is hypermetropia, if the number of the eyes are getting minus, and then if we are doing the properly Akshatarpana, we can reduce the number of the eyes, and he can visualize properly. His vision will be improved. Definitely, he may not go for the lens. He can avoid the spect also by performing these vidhis. So how it should be conducted? A circular wall will be collected. The circular wall will be made, and with the help of the masha, that is masha, black gram, or the barley powder, with that we have to make the circular wall. We have to make 2-inch circular wall, so that the whatever the medicated oil will be poured, it should not come outside. And after that the circular wall will be made, and it should be made like that the whatever the medicated oil is poured, it should not come outside. So the medicated lukewarm water, which is heated indirectly if it is heated, and with the help of the cloth or cotton, we should pour the medicated oil into the eyes till the patient is advised to close his eyes, and it is poured in the eyes, and up till the eyelids get closed. So after the pouring, the patient should be advised to open his eyes, open and close, open his eyes and close. So, and the whatever the ghruta, which is or the sneha dravya is add, it becomes if it becomes the warm, it is cool, then we should remove it, and we should reheat it indirectly, and we should pour. So this is a procedure of the Akshatarpana. So how much time it should be conducted? So here telling. So Matra Kala is nothing but the one Akshi Nimesha. One Akshi Nimesha is Matra Kala. So 100 Matra Kala for Vartama Roga. So 300 Matra Kala from Sandhigata Roga. So these are all the diseases which have been explained in the Shalakya Tantra. So when you are going to go for final year, the Shalakya Tantra, all the diseases will be explained. So 500 Matra Kala for Shukla Gata Roga and 700 Matra Kala for Krishna Gata Roga, 800 Matra Kala for the Drishti Mandala Gata Roga, and 1000 Matra Kala for the Adimanta. So in Vataja Roga, 1000 Matra Kala, in Pitta Roga, 600 Matra Kala. So in Kafaja Roga, the 500 Matra Kala, it should be done. So after the completion of this Tarpana Vidhi, the medicated oil should be removed, and after that, by making the hole at the lateral side, it should be made, and the medicated oil is collected, and slowly we have to remove the paste what the wall had been constructed, and the clean with the fresh coat. So Virechika Dhumapana should be conducted after the as a post operative of the to mitigate the kapha dosha which has been made. So after that, with the lukewarm water, the face should be wiped off, and the wholesome diet should be given. Patient should not be, though he should be inside the home, and he should not be gaze the sunlight, the Tikshna sunlight, and he should not see the bright objects also. He should be placed within the divide of the breeze. Next, so duration for Vataja Roga for about 1, 3 and 5 days it can be done, and for Pittaja and Raktaja Rogas alternately it should be done, and so alternately it can be done, and 5 times 10 days it can maximum, and in Kafaja Rogas, so it should be done with a 2 days gap. With a 2 days gap it should be done, and it can be done for 15 days. So conducting for the 5 times of Tarpana here. And what are the Samyak Akshi Tarpana Lakshanas here? If a patient is able to withstand the and can see the bright objects properly, that clarity is there, and he is feeling the lightness, laguta of his Akshi Bhaga, then his symptoms, he has got the normal, that symptoms are indicated as a proper signs and symptoms of Tarpana. So if there is an itching sensation is there, burning sensation is there, and if there is any irritation is there, so we have to think that the doshas have not evacuated properly here. If there is any excessive Tarpana has been conducted, then Kafaja Vyadhis are going to Udbhana will be taking place. So this is one of the procedure of the Tarpana Vidhi. So after the Tarpana Vidhi, we have to do after the Tarpana Vidhi, Putapaka is to be conducted here. Putapaka Vidhi it is one of the procedure wherein the Tarpana is conducted as how the by Snehana Vidhi the body gets tired. After the Tarpana, the eyes get tired, so Putapaka Vidhi is carried out. For getting the proper, restoring the capacity of the eyes, this Putapaka is conducted here. So types of Putapaka, Snehana and Lekana and Prasadana Putapaka. So Snehana Putapaka is indicated for the Vataja Rogas, and if the Vata is associated with Kapha, that is Lekana Putapaka, and if it is Lekana Putapaka is advised for the Prasadana Putapaka. So it should be administered in condition of some of the Vata Pitta Raktaja Vyadhis. Also in the healthy person also it can be conducted. Snehana Putapaka. So here in all this Snehana and Lekana and Prasadana Putapaka, they have told some of the dravyas, the Sneha dravyas which are having the mamsa of different types of the animals. According to these mamsa rasas, the action of that dravya will take place. Here, for example, whenever the mamsa which is having the animals which are in a desert, that is Anupadesha. So these are all which are having the Tikshna property nature, that which does the lekana karma will be preferred here. So prasadana, so which are having the very soft tissue or soft fat is taken here, soft sneha, the mamsa is taken, and the animals and birds which are placed at the desert land, and the madhura rasayukta, it should be madhura rasayukta, and it should be processed with the kshira. So they are all makes the pushtita of the eyes here. How this Puttapaka Vidhi is conducted here? So here the mamsa बिल्व मात्रां पृथक् पिंडो मांस भेषजा कलकयोः ऊरुभुक् वटः भोजः पत्रैः स्नेहादिषु क्रमात् वेष्ट्यात् मोदात् लिप्तः धव धन्व धनयोर्मुदै गोमयैः पचेत् प्रदीप्तैः न्याभ्यं पक्वां निष्पीडे तदृशाम्. Here the meat mamsa of the animal which is having one of below phala, approximately 48 grams to be taken, and equal quantity of the appropriate dravya should be chosen here, and they should be grind well, and whenever after it is grinding well, it should be covered with the it should be covered with the appropriate drugs, and they should be covered with the leaves of the irandapatra or vatapatra, and for snehana irandapatra, vatapatra and ambhojapatra for the snehana and lekana and prasadana Puttapaka. So it should be tied with the mamsarasa should be mamsarasa, and the drugs should be which is grinded well will be tied in this patras, and the coating of the mud should be made the thickness of 2 inches. 2 inches thickness the coating is made, and then it should be put into the fire agni, so fire of the coal, and after it becoming the red hot, it should be removed from the fire, and after that the external coating should be removed. It is leaves which have been tied, it should be removed. After what the material is coming, it should be squeezed, and it should be squeezed, and the swarasa is taken. The juice extracted from that one, it should be used for the procedure of tarpana. It should be used, and it should be put into the ice as a tarpanartha. So for lekana Puttapaka 100 matra kalas, and snehana Puttapaka 200 matra kalas, and for prasadana Puttapaka 300 matra kalas should be performed. So after the Puttapaka Vidhi, what is the Paschat Karma? So Puttapaka should be conducted with the lukewarm. After the should be lukewarm state in the two types, this lekana and snehana Puttapaka, and for Shita, for prasadana Puttapaka, the Shita Jala should be used. And Paschat Karma, what should be done after the completion of process here? Dhupana Vidhi is to be conducted, and Dhupana is conducted similarly to the Tarpana, and except in the Prasadana Anjana, here Dhupana is not done here, and the signs and symptoms of the proper Tarpana is observed, and the procedure is followed here. So contraindication, the person who are contraindicated for nasal administration are not eligible. So here Nasya, for Nasya Vidhi who are not eligible, they are not eligible for this Tarpana and Puttapaka. So Parihara Kala is nothing but the Parihara Kala is nothing but the double the number of days, and the eyes should, after that eyes should be bandaged. So how after the operation of the eyes, they will close the eyes. Likewise the eyes should be bandaged with the flower of the malati during the night time. So it should get rest. Eyes should get rest here. Parihara Kala means here nothing but taking the rest, giving the rest for the eyes, so that they should get recover very early. Why is the necessity of the protecting of the eyes is there, because सर्वात्मानां नेत्रबलायः यत्नं कुर्वन्ति नस्यहाञ्झा तर्पणाद्यः दृष्टिश्च नष्टः विविधं जगश्च तमोमयं जायते एकरूपम्. If the vision is lost, entire world becomes dark, and hence all the efforts should be made to strengthen these eyes by restoring with the nasya, anjana and tarpana here. So the anjana, ashtotana and anjana vidhi and tarpana and puttapaka vidhi are the considered as the most important therapies for the disease related to the Akshira. So what we should do, we have to first diagnose it properly, which type of disease is there, which dosha is involved, and which type of the which part of the eyes is involved. By seeing that, you have to give the treatment here. Whether it requires ashtotana, whether it requires anjana, whether it requires puttapaka, whether it requires tarpana, so we have to think and we have to give the treatment. In some of the conditions wherein a patient who is only complaints of the srava. Srava, that is whenever a person who is suffering from srava and the itching sensation is there, so kapha dosha is involved, and at that time we have to go for the lekanartha. And in some conditions wherein the disease which are related to the drushti, I told you example that the vision, if there is a vision problem is there, if a tarpana is conducted, we can improve the vision also. And the color change, night blindness, and the person is complaining, kandu manja bartavri, they will tell you. So in that condition, if a person is followed with the tarpana, proper tarpana vidhi and puttapaka vidhi, he can restore his defects of the eyes. So there are very simple procedures are there. We can give the answer for the society, and without going for the operation, we can give the solution to the problems which are related to the Akshibhagaha. If they are coming very early, then we can treat them early. So many important procedures are there. There are many drugs are there which can help, which can simple trifalaguta akshatarpana if you are doing, then there are n number of tremendous results have been got by our science. Yeah. So by conducting the sarpana and puttapaka vidhi, we can give the solution for the akshi tarpana. So here ends about all the urdhvanga bhaga chikitsa here, wherein we have been covered the nasya vidhi, dhumapana, gandusha and gandushadi vidhyadhyaya, and ashchotra and anjana vidhyadhyaya, and tarpana and puttapaka vidhyaya. So all these aspects come under the urdhvanga bhaga shodhana of the urdhvanga bhaga shodhana. It is shalakya tantra, the chikitsa which are concerned to the shalakya tantra. These basics things have been enumerated in the Ashtanga Hridaya Sutra Sthana. So these, whenever you are going for further chikitsa, if you are reading the Shalakya Tantra, so these all basics which have been explained in the first Ashtanga Sutra Sthana is very, very necessary to understand those concepts. If you are applying these simple techniques what have been told by our Vagbhata Acharya, then definitely you can have the results and success in the treating the Akshiroga by simple living. So these are all except the Nasya Vidhi. Okay, Nasya Vidhi is simple Pratimarsha Nasya we can follow in the OPD level, but the Marsha Nasya should not be followed in the OPD level. And all this Gandushadi Vidhi, and Ashtotana and Anjana, Putapaka, Tarpana, they all can be practiced in the OPD level, and and we can give the result to the persons who are having who come to us as a loving towards the Ayurveda by simple following these tips. This all completes about the Urdhvanga Bhaga Shodhana of the Ashtanga Hridaya Sutrasthana. The basics of the Urdhvanga Chikitsa of the Ashtanga Hridaya. So, thank you one and all for patience listening. Thank you.